But
But
yeah,
anyway, you
yeah.
know,
So we'll
yeah.
see. I've got the next couple of
I'll just say
days.
this: whatever I can do to help you, man, I'll help you talk things out. I'll bounce off, let you bounce ideas off of me. Help you find a new job, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's not an easy decision. I know that.
Yeah. Well, and I know at least one of my coworkers is gonna uh, be gone. He's an anti-vaxxer in general.
So
So
here's the thing. Yeah, whatever. But here's the thing. You're right. I think the way the society's built now, I think in 10, 15, even hopefully not as long as 20 years, but I think in 10 years, the world and the history is going to look back on this moment in time, these last couple of years, and the fear and the panic and the misunderstanding and the lack of truth, because that's the key. Had
yeah, there's a lot of deception going on.
had we not, well, I would say lack of truth. Now, yes, there is some lying, but I think there's a lot of just not spitting it out bold, hard. This is what it is. If we had refused to politicize it, if we had refused to make it an emotional topic and let it be, hey, everybody just shut up for a second, everybody be quiet, let's see what the CDC says. And they say we don't know. Hold on. And just let the little things be factual. I think a lot more people like, okay, I understand. And not have one side of an argument say, hey, this will cure everything. And the other side saying, hey, this will track you by the government or whatever the alternative to
Now,
cure.
I don't
Yeah.
go that
No, I
far,
know you don't. I'm not saying you do. I'm saying you, but those are the extremes. Those are the
but
extremes.
I,
We had
I,
told
I do
everybody,
believe that a a good amount of skepticism is healthy in your life in
sure,
general.
but not yes from us. But skeptics shut up and they listen. Every true skeptic I've met, shuts up and
Yeah,
listens.
no,
We didn't do
that's
that as a society or as a world, and how we had just the bare. No, I understand how vaccines work. It knocks down the chances of you spreading it. It pushes down the effects of what happens, so the potential of death rates go down. Potential still theoretical number, but we didn't do that, right? As a society, as a country, as a world, we all in our individual countries decided to make politics and drama lead, and that's part of the problem. And now, yes, I believe every company basically is going to require it. However, that leaves your choices as somehow being an independent um, coder slash creator slash whatever to just pick up contracts, right? Because they'll still contract people no matter what.
or is no, that's not actually true.
Not every company, but I'm talking about not playing with the big boys. You will, as a contract, dude. Why do you think illegal Mexicans still get work? Because there's work out there for them. What I'm saying is, as an independent contractor, you might not get the big boys to pay you millions of dollars to do your job, but you'll get something. That's not an easy path.
Even as a normal person, I can't get the big boys to pay me even close to
You're
$1 million.
multi-trillion
My
dollar.
mul- went from millions to billions and now to trillions.
This is how much I
By
believe.
golly, if they were paying me trillions, I would knock out our national debt like that.
I hope you wouldn't. I hope you would not bail out idiots. I
That's
hope you
true.
would just do it to charity and actually help people that need actual help.
That's fair.
All right. And on
I,
that
I,
note,
I would buy the government and revamp it. This is my country now.
welcome to Pokemon GO Podcast. We're at the Rock Out of Boxing. Also,
The Rock out of boxing.
yeah. And it's Joe. We have no 7-Elevens Ard with me.
It's true. And actually, I don't even see the sign up anymore. I wonder if they
Oh,
canceled the
oh,
7-Eleven
I think they did, except they didn't tell the app. Because guess what, Joe? I took a little trip this weekend, right? And I went up to Charlotte, and it was 7-Eleven heaven, baby. It was so good. I had at least 2 a day. I am very good on my diabetes, so I'm okay. I didn't get diabetes from it.
two
But
two packs a day.
oh man, it was glorious.
Oh
It was
man.
the second I hit South Carolina line, first sign I saw that had a 7-Eleven, I had Hugh. Hugh, my buddy, came in and he was riding with me. So he had my phone like, pull up the 7-Eleven app, find me the closest one. And sure enough, we swung in and we stopped there, got it as soon as I could, right? Great stuff. Spent day in Charlotte, North Carolina. So a night and a day and a night. So I had my kids like go out. My son's 16. Let him give him a little freedom. Go get me a Slurpee. And who would have thought, dude?
Yeah,
Who would have thought?
I like Huey Mandel. He's a good guy.
That's Howie, not Huey.
No, I know what I'm saying.
Okay. You know.
Because your friend Hugh looks like Howie Mandel. Whoa, what was that? Murder! Murder of eardrums.
Anyway, so side note, because if you take a frozen Coke and everybody goes like blah, 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 Slurpee, blah. It's like, no, it is different. Shut your mouth.
You take a frozen Coke and you add a vanilla milkshake to it. Bam.
I can't mute you. I don't have the stream, but I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna tell myself. But no, if you it's good, right? Yeah, I'm sure it is good. But you go everywhere. You have the frozen Cokes. That's different. It's a different recipe. It's a different build. Because if you try to freeze that overnight, you really can't eat that the next day. Even though it's a frozen drink, it doesn't work. Well, my daughter, Zoe, the youngest, she had put in her order for a small Slurpee, but the kids were taking too long to come back. So I had to send her to bed. So we put it in the freezer. And then I thought I just did it for her, right? I thought, oh man, we're gonna throw this thing out. No, the recipe for the 7-Eleven Slurpee is better frozen solid, man. Oh my god, I ate the crap out of it. It's so good. I gave her some. Don't worry, I did share with her, but I ate it. It's so good. So I'd already done my research because we were going from Charlotte to Asheville, deeper into North Carolina, and just the 7-Elevens around Charlotte. Okay, I still would check. I still tried. We had nothing in Asheville. Fine. We left Asheville, went over to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. Nothing there. Fine. It's disappointing, but it's fine. And as I'm driving home, Joe, I just follow on GPS, and there's Chattanooga going, Oodawalla is near Chattanooga. And Joe said they were building one. Hugh, open the app, see if it's finished yet. I know you said they were building, it wasn't open yet, but I didn't know where it was in construction. Like, we got a quick trip building near us, and it's going to be probably open in the next month. So oh, maybe it's open. I haven't asked Joe in a while. The app goes, ooh, and I saw the exit said whatever, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get off right here just in case, because he was confirming on the app, and sure enough, it's like I was at Hunter Road, Hunter's.
Yeah,
Road.
I live right off of Hunter.
Oh, I know. I recognized it.
You're like, that's where I bought the moonshine.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, I know where I am. It's like, turn right at the light, or turn left at the light, and right up the road, you'll be there. And so Hugh just killed all the GPS, which I hate, by the way. Don't do that, because I don't care if I can see it right there. I just leave it on. It's a thing in my brain. But sure enough, we turn, and there's this thunder and lightning storm car wash or whatever.
Yeah, and the Dunkin' Donuts and the KFC.
Yep, and then nothingness. And I'm like, Hugh, maybe we should have turned that road over here, because I'm not exactly sure where it was supposed to be.
No, that's exactly where it was supposed to be. I think they canceled the project.
I think so, but they didn't tell the app. And I almost came to your house. Jim went, "Where's my 7-Eleven?" And then I would have hugged you and left. Yeah, but I didn't. It wasn't too late. But I was like, "Nah, that's too." But I was gonna video call you from the 7-Eleven down the street. Like, guess where I am, Joe?
From the 7-Eleven.
Bing, bing, bing.
Anyway, man,
that's how we talked about. But that was my experience this weekend. What was your experience?
Oh man, it has been. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a stressful week. Today especially, but I'm ramping up to a big release at work. I do this every 6 months. You've probably heard me mention it before. And I just
thought of you getting let go in a big release.
Yeah, no. I'm working all weekend this weekend, and just to potentially be fired next month. But yeah,
watch his Twitter for all the drama to play out.
Yeah, we'll see. So in general, I haven't done a ton in the game. I did actually, even though I didn't do a ton, I actually did like 4 or 5 PvP matches. So nice. There's that. But yeah, no, I haven't done a ton this week. I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay. Once I'm done with this release and then I'm fired, I'll have plenty of time to play Pokemon Go.
Hey, now's the time to ramp up. You have such a great name for your channel.
Assorted Geekdom.
I've been listening too much in addition, so I couldn't think of anything but Adventure Inc. And I knew that wasn't, obviously that's not right. So, but no, I do love your name and sort of geekdom.
Yeah,
And now's the time to ramp it up so you can go pro.
it's a great name for a variety show, but variety shows, YouTube's algorithm hates it, so there's that.
You know we're not on YouTube right now.
Well, I mean, we are a lot of my.
You
I've
can
got a
do.
bunch of videos on YouTube
You can.
for
Oh, I got
the
a
Sword of
Volbeat.
Geekdom. You hatched one, or
No,
did you catch one?
not yet.
Did you
It's
kick one in the
the,
shins?
the box.
Oh,
The
okay, yeah. The research box.
That's it.
Yeah, you. Once you get it, click on Volibee when he's in your box. Actually, if you
I
can see
see you
mine.
make it do the thinking dance.
It's such a derpy bird. Derpy bird. Just
Uh,
waving his arms.
so yeah, I got him. Although I already had 23 Volbeat candy. Maybe I experienced Volbeat before, I guess. So yeah, there's that. I mean, I did turn on my Pokemon some in other states. I missed a lot of invites as I do. And again, I say to everybody, thank you. Please keep sending them. I try. I really do try to get in. It's definitely not a knock to you. I'm not ignoring you. Um, oh, Punkaboos. I'm glad you brought up small, medium, larges. I got a number of those, and they do show up as their own shadows, which I talked about on my part of the show last week.
Oh, that's true. The
How,
segmented show.
yep, the segmented show.
I
I did.
need to. I was gonna listen to that today, and then I got
Yep.
sucker punched in the gut, and all craziness broke loose. Did you listen to my part? I got a Sandile last week.
Nice. About 3 months behind me.
Yeah,
So
well,
that's actually a really. If I saw that thing in real life, I would want to pick it up and have it rip my arm off. But I mean, it is really cool looking. Saying now.
I mean, it makes me want to watch Happy Gilmore, but
uh, so guys, it's been a
Now,
lot of
before
fun.
we get too far, I need to
You
mention
do you though?
Dooley is amazing. Dooley has subscribed for 8 months straight on
Wow.
Twitter. Yeah. And then that's not even counting all the different gift subs that Dooley has given out to people that are here live on twitch.tv/Pokemon GO Podcast. Dooley is awesome. So that's all. I just wanted to make sure that
I
I put that
appreciate
in there.
you. And we definitely appreciate everybody who's on Patreon, everybody who backs us. There's a great discussion coming up in a minute of a listener's observation. It's really, really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I did turn on some catches. I didn't really catch anything outrageous or new. I did some battles, but really, I mean, it was a whirlwind weekend. It really was. And I am a filthy casual. It is what it is, and I'm okay with that. I'm trying to see Pokemon. That's what I'm trying to see. Recant.
You know what else I did, and I shared this actually in the Discord. I shared a picture of my kids. They were dressed up as
I saw
Pokemon
that.
for
Yes.
Halloween. So
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. I really wish I'd taken. I can't. I adjusted so I can't see my camera behind me right now because I've got the experiences of the week up. But one of these I've got a Pokeball on one of either side of me somewhere. And once I went to the Carolina Ren Fest this weekend, as I was walking in, saw somebody with some kind of, and it was on the day before Halloween. It was Saturday, so it's the 30th. But they were doing Halloween themed stuff. Which, by the way, that's also American Sign Language, which is ASL. ASL. Hello, Robin, be thy name. We'll get to that. But no, so ASL is American Sign Language, and October 30th is ASL Awareness Day. And the Renfest had sign language, American Sign Language interpreters for all the acts. It was phenomenal. It just added a whole new dimension. Of course, the acts played with the interpreter. It was really good, fun stuff. But anyway, I saw somebody with like Pokemon, and they're like, I should have brought my plush Pokeball. And every time I saw somebody at the festival in some kind of Pokemon outfit, just throw it at them like, now you got to flee. I didn't catch you, and it cracked me up.
or you pull out a Master Ball. You're coming home with me, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh
Um,
man.
so yeah, I'm looking. I didn't catch anything fantastic. I don't have any shiny. I did do the Cacnea hour the other day, and yeah, no, it's just a bunch of green prickly butt faces.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. My issue with that, and I get that it's only an hour, but I was sitting there
shiny,
thinking,
shiny rates not jacked up at all.
I was like, this is right in the middle of a 2 day event where you've got the collection bonus. I was like, I wonder if there's people that missed the collection bonus because all of a sudden all of the spawns are Cacnea instead of something that actually goes with the event bonus for the Dia de Muertos. But anyway, random.
Yeah,
It was a random thought I had the other day while I was because I actually did some of. I transferred all of the Cacnea I caught, but I did participate in that a little bit as well. So, but you did you have more to say? Or are we gonna go over to the
nope.
Discord?
We are ready to hit the
All
Discord,
right. And Weird
and,
Tigger is
and
jealous. They're gonna be at the Carolina Ren Fest the weekend after next. That'll be fun. I
yes,
I've gone to the. I've only gone once, but I've gone to the Georgia Ren Fair. The actually it's
yeah,
near you. You go to that like almost every
we
year,
go
right?
there every year, sometimes twice,
So
depending on what's
good,
going on.
good
So.
stuff. We've got a few of the. There's a vendor there that sells wooden swords, and
Now beyond, yeah, no, and I
yeah,
thought
we got a few of
I
those.
like Georgia a little better, but I'll just do a quick note on it. Is like, if it were up to me, I probably wouldn't go. I've got
Oh,
friends who work it, so I go see them because that's the one time a year I get to see them, and my kids and wife love it. So, like last year, the spring, my friends didn't come. They're one of the acts that just didn't come to Georgia in the spring, and so basically, I sat on benches the whole time with my kids and family enjoyed it, but that's okay. I mean, it's enjoyable. I think it's a good thing for the family to go out to, and bring lots of money because there's lots of good food and fun toys and good shows. So the shows are free, but you should tip. You really should. So, all right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
hello, Rob.
My boys really loved the jousting. We watched the jousting, and that was I think their favorite, their highlight. Anyway,
Yeah,
so yeah, Hallowed Robin, who you were
this is my,
deifying,
my permanent favorite right now.
says it's all yours, Charles, with a picture of a shiny Garatina, and
Yeah.
it's labeled one rock god of Poe.
Oh, because of all the characters you can put in. Yeah. Thank you. I don't know when we'll be close enough to trade, but thank you. Uh,
I still think the Niantic, and I've said this multiple times. You know, people are gonna get tired of hearing it. Lucky trades really ought to be worldwide. There shouldn't be a distance on those. If you wanted to do a lucky trade, they should allow you to do that from wherever. Anyway, I'll get off that soapbox. Hal Robin also caught a shiny Ditto with a quick catch. Dooley noted, who is here in the chat, got himself a shiny Bellossom. Pretty good stuff there. And the IVs aren't half bad, especially for Ultra League. So, not half bad. It's 14, 10, 14. Also has a Lucky Trevenant. So that's pretty
nice.
sweet.
That is a really cool look.
The
The
cre-
Trevor with the big
oh
explosion in the background.
yeah, with the lucky glitter in the background. And then showing off Krusty, 100%. Um, oh snap! What is this one? I'm blanking on its name.
Nolte made it.
It's Crustle. Crustle is the.
Criminally late, but we love you anyway. Crustle, yeah.
Yeah, so 100% Crustle, which is pretty sweet. And then Popeye from the Philly Safari Zone Makeup Day. That was this past week. I wonder if any of the botched guys. They're fair.
I don't know. Phil says he
He,
plays.
and he
We
says
know
he
he listens.
listens every week, right?
We do know he listens because he trolls me. You know, when I call him out for fake listening. But I mean, I think he fake plays. I don't think they did this.
Yeah, so the Philly Safari Zone event was this past week, and Popeye ended up with 7 new
Man,
shinies.
those are
Uh,
good Chinese though. Horsey, Sandshrew, Seal, Mr. Mime,
yeah,
Voltorb, which is a really cool shiny throw component. But that Mr. Mime and throw, very hard to find.
yeah, and that's the Alolan Sandshrew as well. So that's the ice one.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then US Nate Scout with a shiny Darkrai 98% IVs. Nice. Very nice. And then Barry showing off that he finished off the Dia de Muertos collection.
Very nice. I don't
Uh,
think it. If I did, I didn't claim the reward. So
it was only for 2 days, so you probably didn't.
is that the Cofregus that is
uh,
Galarian?
this is Galarian Yamask evolves into not Kofa Egregious
Not
because that's
Cofregus?
the um
Oh crap!
Yamask. Galarian Yamask evolves into why am I blanking on? Man, I am just blanking left and right. It has been
I mean, it says Runeri.
it's like Runa Regis or something like that.
Okay, is Cofregus the middle? Where's Cofregus from?
No, so there's two different forms of Yamask. There's the regular Yamask and the Galarian Yamask, and
Right.
depending on which one, it evolves into two different things. So the regular Yamask evolves into Kofa Egregious, and
Okay.
the Galarian
Uh,
Yamask evolves into Runa Regis, I think is the...
I kind of want that one too, Barry. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Well, you can't have that one because it was a lucky trade, which means he traded it, so you can't have it.
Joe always
You
got to
can't have it. Hey, Coach Kev went to Philly in person for the event. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. If I had planned better, maybe I would have gone too, because I actually have family up in Philly, so that could have been fun. But anyway,
I mean, next year, honestly, as we look at the new year and plan it out, perhaps we can take some little road trips to the different areas that are accessible. Like that is not that far to drive compared to trying to get like Liverpool or somewhere, right? Or even Chicago for us. Chicago's a whole day drive. I think we get to Philly in less in time than we got to Chicago.
yeah, especially if I
But
have a job to pay for it.
yeah, but if you're gonna get in the car with me though, I'm gonna require a vaccination, or you're gonna ride in the back of the pickup truck all the way up there
I
in the wintertime.
I just need a master ball to catch all those dollar bills, y'all. Um,
Ah,
so Terry is showing off his team for Ultra League. He says he uses a Shadow Scizor, as well as a Trevenant and an the Emperor Penguin. Emperor. Man, I am off it today. Um, on Pokemon names. My mind is shot. It's Piplub's fully evolved form, Empoleon, and Mr. Tambourine is saying it in the chat too. Empoleon, yes, the Emperor Penguin, or as Terry has named it, Rank 1U. So meaning that it's basically got perfect IVs for Ultra Cup. Nulty, who is here in the chat, Nulty got a 100% shiny gang. Oh no, sorry,
0.
0%. A Nundo. So instead of a hundo, a Nundo. A
Yeah.
0% IVs shiny Gengar. That he went ahead and powered up all the way to level 50. Some dedication right there. Mr.
I love how his trainer just could not, or his trainer could not couldn't be bothered, right? The look on their face, like, he's got the cats, whatever.
He's got a smile, a little bit. It's like
Look at his
a
eyes.
pity smile.
Look at his, yeah, exactly, exactly. Hey, bud, this is a good one. It's, I promise.
I don't even know what Sparks or Sparks, whatever his name is. Yeah, that guy. I don't even know what his different lines are. Then again, I don't even remember what my own assessment phrases are, because I don't care about the phrases anymore. It used to be you had to look at the phrases to get a rough estimate for what your IVs were. Now it just shows us, which is great. And then Mr. Tambourine, who is also here in chat, a shiny Sunkern, and then a Hundo Shedinja and a Hundo Frillish, the blue Frillish, which is pretty awesome. Nulty showing off two shiny Darkrai's and a shiny Misdreavus, as well as 100% Darkrai. Coach Kev coming in with 18 shinies, and based
Of
on
course, yeah.
based on the shinies that they are, this is from the Philly event. But there's Heatmore, Kof Egregious, a Yamask. I was zooming in to see if it was Galarian or not. It's just regular Yamask. I mean shiny, and those IV or that CP. Some people really like that CP. A couple of shiny throws, a shiny Shuppet, Zangoose, Electrike, Meryl, Magikarp, a couple of shiny Mr. Mimes. Um, man, and then there's more.
Racked up.
But wait, there's more.
All right,
Um,
so that first line has already been counted. So it's a third Mr. Mime, Horsey, Voltor, Ponita, and two things I failed to recognize their existence. I just
Pika
want
Pika. One with a hat and one without.
we need to put all the hatted and non-hatted Pikachus that have come out in the game into the Squid Games. Then I'd
So,
capture whichever one made it out. I captured the last one.
and here I just imagined you as one of those old Western people that just likes to shoot the hats off of people. Pew pew. And then this is Coach Kev, who is here in the chat. There's a lot of people here in the chat today. I like it. I like it a lot. With a 100% Phantom,
Maybe we should skip every other week.
a 100% Mischievous, and a 100% Hatted Piplup, a Hatlup. Also a lucky 100% Gorgeist.
Nice.
And he just sent this, and you can tell he just sent this because there is us in the screenshot
He's watching us.
while he's watching
Right,
it.
nicely played. Well done.
So,
But nice, 100% lucky Gorgeist. I thought you were going to say we knew he just sent it because that pumpkin hadn't rotted yet.
and then there is a 100% Trevenant as well. So a lot of great experiences this week.
Yeah.
A lot of awesomeness.
How do
And
people share their experiences with us, Joe?
well, you head on over to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast, and you can support us on whichever tier to get into our Discord, and then you can share your experiences of the week. Now, that isn't the only way. You could also send us messages on Twitter, but I'll be honest, we only read those off if we remember to read those off. So if they don't make a big enough impact that we remember, you might be out of luck. The way to guarantee that your experiences end up here is either joining the Discord or, I mean, you could always send in a speak pipe.
Yeah, Speed Pipe is one of your best bets. We have a long-time listener, first-time caller talking about doing a speak pipe pretty soon. So that'd be fun.
Is it Cheeky Knoxville?
Cheeky, darn. I'm Cheeky Knoxville. Welcome to Jackmon. No, it is not. But here's a discussion before we get into the headlines. This is something Joe touched on a little bit last week. So he says, I didn't listen. But his observation, this is from Mythicaltimelord. Great name. Observation, Charles is demotivated because he's not an actual fan of Pokemon in general. I just got done listening to episode 269, and it really brought down my motivation. And I do apologize for that. Charles, you're an awesome host, but you seem to have a real disconnect from the game. You're right. But I think I know why. You don't really play the game or understand any of the hidden mechanics. Totally understand that you're really casual, but I think that's the problem. Being too casual can lead to things such as disinterest in something that you're promoting and involved in. Hopefully you find out why many of us still enjoy the game even after the whole Hear Us Niantic fiasco. Because as far as I'm concerned, these events have been fantastic. They get better when you understand what you're playing for. Yeah, sorry, that's he wrote it right. I wrote it bad. And they get better when you understand what you're playing for and what your objective is. And if it's of no interest, just play casually for a week or so. I personally play daily, but I only ever go hard on specific events because that's just how I play. To anyone reading this, if you don't enjoy something, just don't do it. Or maybe step away for a while to recharge your batteries. Anyway, thanks for the episodes, and I hope to I hope things turn around. And Charles, find out what you like and build on it, dude. I guarantee you'll have a better experience. Peace. First off, how dare you, assume my dude or Duderino level? Maybe if I want, Duderino because I'm not into brevity, man. No, I do. I don't ever want to bring somebody else down. You're right. So my question for next week, Joe, before we get into this, and I forget, my question for next week is for those of you like Mystical Time Lord who just loves it, and that line got me. It's really good. Hopefully, let's see where it is. Da, 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 da. Hopefully, you'll find out why many of us still enjoy the game even after the whole Heroes Niantic fiasco. So that's my question. Why do you still enjoy the game even after the fiasco? What is it that truly connects you to this? Why do you love it? Because I'll be honest, there's a lot about it that I don't like, and I sometimes I find it more fun to play a character on the show here, right, and just be a little salty and a little make Joe laugh, just get a little edgy on things. And sometimes really into talking about what's going on, and sometimes like from a game perspective, it's kind of a bad game. And we could talk about that at length there. But it's not the game that you're playing, it's the property, it's the world, it's what you're connected to. Why? What connects you to Pokemon? What makes you happy? And I'll try to, because I don't want to bring your motivation down. That's never my intent. So I'll keep that in mind as I do my bits and jokes and push on. But from a game perspective, this is never a game I'd really dive hard into, because when it comes to video games, I do a lot of real world stuff, right? I create a lot of media. I herd cats for a living. It feels like I run 2 ambulance companies and a media company. So it's just a lot of things that really engage me all the time. So when I play games, I want to just know this is how I play the game. No, not to be the best at it. I need to get better. But these like fighting games, I enjoy fighting games for like maybe an hour at most. But I don't want to learn. I got to rock it this way and hit X, Y, up, over, back, and do all these techniques to win. And remember that in the split moment. That's just not me. And I know that's not this complicated here, but that is one thing that will turn me off from this game. Whereas I have actually really enjoyed learning the trading card game. And my youngest daughter has been playing Pokemon Let's Go, so I'm enjoying helping her figure that out. I was teaching her about types yesterday, so some of the basics I can get. Here's my difference between the two, and I'm not knocking anything, but when I can learn the types on Pokemon Let's Go, while it's still not a game that really engages me all the time, I just want to play it constantly. I can play it and I can do well at it. And yeah, I might, I mean, I don't know if you call it cheating, but I'll look up, I won't memorize everybody's types, right? If I go, like, I'm fighting Darkrai with somebody right now. We're doing a Darkrai raid.
It's you and me and Dooley.
Okay. So yeah, I don't think we're going to make it because there's only the 3 of us. But anyway, but Darkrai. Now, Darkrai is easy for me to remember. I'm pretty sure, and I might be wrong, Darkrai is a dark type, right?
He sure is.
How do I know that? Because he's dark all over. That's easy for me to remember.
He's double dark, remember? We talked about that a couple
Oh
weeks ago.
yeah, he's like my coffee. I like the dark roast coffee with a little creamer on top. That's Darkrai, right? Dark roast coffee with a little white creamer there sitting on top like a latte.
Dooley's set telling us to run away, and he'll reinvite
All
us
right.
with more people.
All right, I'm out. Running away. All right. So the point is, in this game, though, sometimes the typing doesn't matter. Sometimes there's just not enough that makes sense to me. It's like, well, I don't watch horror movies. Millions and millions and millions of people love horror movies. And it's such a big deal that even Halloween gets a big media push of, hey, watch these movies, watch your Halloween favorites before they go away. Just like Thanksgiving gets some Hallmark stuff going on. And Christmas, of course, gets all the Christmas movies, right? Through the month of December. I hate horror movies because my logical brain goes, that's stupid. Jason's super powered. Yeah, I've not met a super
You
powered.
didn't like the Leprechaun movie?
I couldn't. I'm just saying I can run faster. There's ways that. Oh no, you just can't. There's nothing in the world that we can't. It breaks my brain. Right? They usually break their own rules in their own universe. I digress. This game specifically, it does bug me because Niantic I fail to accept the truth, and the truth is what we've always said. Niantic is an AR company using Pokemon properties to test out future tech of what they want to do. They're not a true gaming company, and I do lose sight of that, and that's where I get demotivated. Going, why? Why should we even bother? This is just kind of crappy, those kind of things. So, now that you called me out, you didn't. I do apologize. Is this a new invite? I guess.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
in here, you jerk.
I'm in it. Uh, I never want to demotivate you. So, and I love this. I thought this whole thing was so beautifully written. You're so spot on, and no, you're absolutely right. There's just time. There were definitely times in the early days I was more connected to it. A part of it is just a really busy life that I did. Like I said, on my trip, I did make sure to charge my gotcha, and I used it some in areas. But what I was doing was more in remote areas with bad signal, or I was driving for multiple hours in the day where I could only do the gotcha stuff. But yeah, thank you, Mythical Time Lord, for writing in, and thank you for the observation, and thank you for the question for next week. So I'm going to hit it again before we hit the break here. What is it that really connects you to this game, to these characters, to this world, to the mechanics of the IP property? Because I know it's not just the mechanics of this game; it's mechanics. I believe you're saying it's the underlying everything of it all.
Well,
What
see,
is it
you
that
phrased I
really?
phrased it a bit differently on
Yeah,
the
you
Discord
had
or
your
on the
time,
Reddit.
Joe. It's break time.
I said, what is your favorite aspect of the game? What keeps you playing it after all this time?
But when we say the game, we mean the property, Pokemon, right? And yeah, sure, Pokemon Go specific. But I mean, lots of people, man, this game hit record numbers for downloads in the first day, and that first launch. My game just crashed apparently.
You murderer.
Um, so but lots of that fell off. Um, what kept you? What kept you going? So all right, we're gonna take a quick break right here, and we'll be back in just a minute. Holy crap! I got 3 from Dooley noted with all 0 seconds.
So your game is having all kinds of issues.
That is weird. Is it letting me get back? It is letting me get back in. I can rejoin the battle. All right, we'll finish this up real quick before we jump into
Get
the
in,
next.
loser. We're going raiding.
Oh, somebody's gonna make that the title. Oh
I
man, somebody's
I may have
sick
already
across from
suggested
me.
it.
Yeah, somebody. There's a Machop that looks really seasick across from me. Somebody get him some
that's
medicine.
that's my Machamp.
Oh no, I understand, buddy. If I was Joe's Machamp, I'd be sick too.
Oh
That Machamp
man.
did not get his COVID shot. You can tell.
Oh, oh man.
Oh, come on. This is gonna make our show go so late. Well, it's bad podcasting to record it.
Let's kill him in the face. We're gonna win. So anyway, I think we're back from break now.
No. I gotta play some music, man. You know how it goes. Come on. Play fun music.
Oh.
All right, why not? Here we go. Let me get a marker. And there you go. Revamping everything.
That's
Right.
all kinds of bugged. I don't know if you saw on my screen, but I had a quest line that was do 3 raids.
Okay.
Okay. When we joined the first raid that we ended up ditching out on, it said one of 3. Okay. No, that's fine. That makes sense. When we rejoined it after he sent us a new invite, it again gave me another one. So then it was at 2 of 3. When my party just died and I rejoined the exact same raid that was ongoing, it gave me 3 of 3. So
Weird.
from this one raid, I fulfilled the the do 3 raids quest.
Oh, Shannon V just joined a first time chat from viewer. They were asking, hello, can I join? We didn't run that one. Sorry. But if you put your trainer code here in chat, Shannon V, we will. I don't know. I can't speak for Joe because at one point Joe was very full up on people, but I'll add you. Some others can add you, and perhaps you can join the raids as we play live.
Yeah,
Um,
because actually, this raid we were invited by Dooley Productions that's here in chat.
yeah,
So
so quite possibly the answer is maybe. You like that definitive political answer I gave you there?
it's a
Uh,
definite maybe.
all right, so we are back. And oh, hey, people keep telling us to remind you patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. Yeah, we talk about the adventures of the week. We have a great community that shares memes and all kind of fun stuff. But on top of that, there's a lot of content before the show, a little bit in the middle, and some at the end that you only get if you're a member of our patreon.com/Pokemon Go Podcast. And this week, it was a full almost 30 minutes of discussion with Joe and I before the show, and it's live stuff. It's not just we keep most of the Pokemon stuff here for the show live. That's free on the podcast and all that. But yeah, there's some interesting topics here. I tell some interesting stories. We give some insight on insurance and the medical world. In this particular case, sometimes jokes that run rampant through the live podcast. You're like, what is that
Oi!
joke? uh, then that comes from the Patreon part. So if you'd like, I should steal that from DTNS. If you'd like to know about that and more, tune in to Good Morning Pokemon. For Patreon. What they call it? Good Morning Internet. I think what it is for DTNS. Anyway, that's being said, Dedenne makes an illuminating debut during the Festival of Lights, which is a Wish version of Pikachu.
Yes, every generation has its own version of Pikachu, and this is the Kalos region of Pikachu. He is an electric fairy type, but we'll talk more about that later. So this is the Festival of Lights, kicking off tomorrow and lasting until Sunday, November 14th. And we do have in our show notes here, we've got a little infographic as well. So if you wanted to pull that up, Charles, that's
All right.
there as
Looking at
well.
it.
Um, so we've got Dedenne, and if you look up at the top, it talks about
Dedenne.
it
Sorry.
talks about Festival of Lights from the 5th to the 14th, like I just said, but it also says with light comes shadow. Dot
I know
dot
that's
dot.
in the ninth.
And so yeah, on the 9th, I mean, it's gonna be Team Rocket, like yeah.
Spoiler.
Well, and it says if you go down to the bottom, it says it seems the Festival of Lights event and Professor Willow's research into Hoopa might have caught Team Go Rocket's attention. Uh, so yeah, we're gonna get more details later, but there will be.
I like the Diwali shirts. I will say that.
Diwali. I like saying Diwali.
I do too, actually. I want to know: can my character go in game and release a lantern into the sky? That's all I want to know.
You want to go full tangled? Got it.
That's what the Festival of Lights is.
No, yeah, that's fine. That's great. It sounds
You
awesome.
I mean nothing. Breakfast at Dedenny's. Nice, Dooley. Nice. I like it. Uh,
Oh, okay.
so yeah, it's a lot to read, but of course the season of mischief is still going on for Hoopa. Uh,
Hoopa.
Fireworks. So, Festival Lights deserves a grand display. You'll be able to enjoy fireworks and Pokemon Go during the first few days of the event. That I'm looking forward to. I
Well,
don't know what it is, but I love when games put in fireworks.
yeah, so we've seen that before. They did something similar for 4th of July and stuff like that, where if you scrolled, depending on the view on your screen of the overworld, you could see fireworks, or they've done confetti before, just depending on different events. And it is pretty neat. I like it. I do. I mean, it's just a little something, and really the neat factor goes away after about 2 minutes. But it is cool to look at it for a
Yeah,
brief moment.
yeah, absolutely. I remember the first time I saw a game do that. Pirates of the Caribbean had a MMO online that you could play for free, and Oakland, who's 16 now, he must have been like 4 or 5, and we thought it was the coolest thing because you had to be there at a certain time. So we set our timers, and We made sure to rush upstairs to where my computer was, log into the game, and get to an island to watch the fireworks in the game. And it was a lot of fun. So I don't know, I like it. So of course, Dedenne is coming. How do you say it? Dedenne? I don't know.
Dedenne.
All right. Uh,
Dedenny's. Dedenne.
you know what? They leaned in the wrong way. If you're gonna release Dedenny's, then you should say, Pikachu's not gonna show up at all for
Yeah,
this
they're
event.
like, hey, here's Dedenne, the budget Pikachu. Let's give you real Pikachu part of it too.
It's
Yeah.
shiny Pikachu. Yeah.
Shiny. Hey, but it doesn't have a hat. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Magnum. Okay. So Mythical Time Lord, I'm always going to be pissed off about these hats, and I've seen just enough of the anime. I've watched Detective Pikachu. I've played some of the games. Yeah, no hats, no hats. Slugma, Whismer, Electrike, Blitzel, all.
You're going full Incredibles there.
Yes, I
Except
am.
instead of capes, it's no hat.
No hats.
No hats.
Cottony, Dynamo, Finnegan, which I still think is a cool little fox, and Danae's. And if you're
Dedenne.
lucky, Shiny Darumaka and then a regular Litwick, which I still need some more of those. I need to get the final evolution on that. Yeah, I mean it's fairly standard. It's all right. What do you think, Joe?
Yeah, I mean it's pretty basic, but I would like some more Blitzel candy. I would like some more Dynamo candy. I think the choices that they picked here are pretty good in general.
What about the raids? What are you thinking about the raids?
Let me scroll down and see who's available in these raids. The 1-star raids with the Charmander and the Vulpix.
Yeah,
I don't do 1-star raids. I mean, it is that
I do
weird
when
to
it's
say?
something I want.
I don't.
Like I would do a Litwick because I need the Litwick candy.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Um, so, yeah, okay, Litwick. I'd probably do Litwick. But we will have the 5-star raids. Will be the Three Musketeers: Cobalion, Terrakion, and Virizion.
Which
And then,
I have for all of those.
and
I've got
then
a Terrakion and a Virizion. I can't remember if I got Cobalion. You remember when Barry was here? Me, you and Barry went rolling.
yeah, I know we battled a Cobalion while we were sitting at Mellow Mushroom
You know what?
during
I
Go Fest.
try to Starcrack and try to see. I mean, I know we did. I can't remember. I know I got Terrakion, but anyway, just you know what?
Yeah,
If you invite me, then I'm down if I can. A T-Mobileon, I like it.
Mobileon.
Oh, I got the announcement tonight on my phone. Spin Circle K Pokestops for special prizes. There's a Circle K by my house.
Yeah,
Something's
there's
afoot.
a
Okay.
you drove right next to a Circle K when you were hunting for 7-Eleven.
It's
Yeah.
not good. It's just not.
Oh, Mega Raids will be Mega Manectric. I don't know if I'm the only one here. I doubt I'm the only one because when you ask if you're the only one, there's invariably there's at least one other person. But I really don't care about megas.
It's okay for me. It comes down to the game, right? What good does it do? And if you tell me I have to do all this stuff and plan ahead, well, I don't play like that, and that's fine. That's fine. When I played Call of Duty, I didn't care about some of the massive rankings and all this other stuff because it didn't affect the game for me. So I mean, if you care about megas, great. That's awesome.
Mr. Tambourine, me
I
neither.
yeah.
Civilian on Base is asking
Niantic-
if we've talked about the new Niantic ID thing. We have.
Dooley. Oh, okay. Quick public
You
service
okay
announcement.
there?
I do have T-Mobile. I check that thing religiously. So T-Mobile does T-Mobile Tuesdays. It's a separate app, and from the T-Mobile app, and it's fantastic. You can get tickets. You can get freaking concert tickets, 2 for $25. Yeah, it's gonna be lawn seats or whatever, but still, I could have heard freaking Kiss live for $25 with my wife. That'd have been awesome. I was out of town. I couldn't do it, but really just announced they're giving. Now, here's the thing: I got Apple TV from them from T-Mobile for free because of the giveaways. I got Netflix for free just as part of my package, and now apparently this coming T-Mobile Tuesdays, they're giving all the customers a free year Paramount Plus.
I wonder if I can get in on that or not, since I have Sprint, but they were bought by
They
T-Mobile.
were. You can get into it, Joe. You need to go to the store and make sure you get everything lined up right. 'Cause I don't know if you have to do anything special, but yes, no T-Mobile and Sprint. You can get in on that, dude. Get your Paramount Plus. All right,
Anyway.
that aside being done, eggs are all right. It's a lot of babies,
The
a lot of big
babies.
eggs, and so that's very
Yeah.
cool. I don't know why I prefer babies over anything else in the eggs. It's cool. In India only, trainers can enjoy a brighter evening on Sunday, November 7th, around 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. local time. Blitzel and Dedenne will be appearing more frequently in the wild and 2 times the candy catch. With the picture they show with massive fireworks, I wonder if they're going to do something special for India, which would be really cool. But yeah, you need to get the T-Mobile Tuesday app, and it should log you in with your phone and all that, Joe. But yes, being on Sprint, you should be in. Um, the new avatars and stickers again. The Diwali shirts for your avatar, which if it doesn't cost money, I will pick up. They got the Dene. I'm sure they're going to go backpack, but basically it's a miniature purse. The Dene hats, Dene shoes, and stickers. So, all right, all right. We got some other stuff. What time is it? We gotta rock it. I told Joe. Two. We need two headlines, Joe. We've been off for a week. Joe did not listen.
No, I never listened to you.
Let's give a wrap up for for Pokemon Go Safari Zone. Hey, look,
It was
there's
fun.
no single botched in sight.
there's not a botched insight. Yeah, that's true.
Now,
Um,
Dennis plays. I don't know if he did the Safari Zone because he's a very much a free to play player.
I don't know. But yeah, it sounds like there was a lot of fun. I didn't participate. You didn't participate.
I was looking for
Ten
numbers.
tens of thousands of trainers participated from around the world. Because even though it was the Philly one, and it was originally going to be only in Philly, they did make it worldwide because we're in the middle of a doodad. Uh, a doodad. Unknown were available that spelled Philadelphia. So that's pretty cool. That's actually a lot of unknown that were available for it.
Yeah.
Um, yes.
Sorry, I skipped ahead to the next topic, and I'm excited for it. I wish it were real.
But
Sorry,
yeah,
Carrie.
in general, it sounds like it was fun. Niantic does tend to do really good in-person events. So yeah, and I mean, it's not really Niantic necessarily that makes it the fun part as much as it is just the people. Although they definitely facilitate it when, like during Go Fest, when they've got the different um, habitats and whatnot there as well. It's a lot of fun. So anyway, so you were looking at the next one. It's only a concept, and I would love this concept, but it is a suggestion, not a Niantic's going to do this. But it looks cool.
Yes. So the Halloween concept where the gyms and the not the gyms, sorry, the stops all go orange. You have spooky street lights lining around. You've got just this dark shadow with some fog. The moon's out. This it's the little things, man, but this gets me excited. I know it's not real. It still gets me excited. They could easily do this.
Yes. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it would be pretty sweet, and they do show a the actual image versus what their idea would be, so you can see, I guess, a before and after. As civilian on base, it just shows that Niantic is lazy, and I mean, you're not wrong. Just changing the color and the atmosphere wouldn't really take that much. So get on it, Niantic. Do the thing.
Do the thing with the thing, man. Um, so this one actually surprised me. Harry
Mm,
Potter Wizards Unite is closing the doors. Even with a
yes.
new movie coming out, interestingly enough. It's going to be
There's a
January
new Harry
31st.
Potter. Oh, is it a
That's what I've
fantastic?
heard, where Harry's like an instructor or something.
Oh,
I
maybe I need
don't
to look
know.
into the details of that.
I haven't seen any trailers. My wife said something about it. I don't know.
Mm,
Um, so start November 2nd. I was getting these highlights, and I feel sorry if you if you're. I mean, I've been part of games that we call this sunsetting. where it just it launches, has a life, and then now the sun's setting is just kind of going away. And it's sad because you love the game if you love the game. Right. But players can look forward to some gameplay changes that'll take effect November 2nd. So they're already in effect now. All daily assignments will have their rewards increased. All potion. Yeah, this is standard sunsetting where you get just basically free reign of the kingdom. Go nuts. All potion brew times will reduce 50% with master notes. I'm not there's a lot more to read here than I thought, but basically it's a hey, we appreciate you being around. We're very sorry that this is going away. Here's some cool stuff for those who stick around. November we'll have some events. Half blood Prince Brilliant event part 1 and 2. Lucius Malfoy. In December you'll have a bunch of 1, 2, 6 events. And then January they're going to throw a little more stuff in there.
And then the end of January, January 31st is when it's
Yep,
officially
it's
closing.
done.
So,
And it's gonna be pulled out of the App Store here. I think probably already.
yeah, you won't be able to make in-game purchases as of December 6th.
Which okay, come on, man. You should cut that off as soon as you make this announcement. You need to cut off in-game purchases.
Yeah.
I just feel like that's
Instead of allowing
it's
them to
for your
make
choice,
another
but people
month.
don't read. People don't read. So, yeah, that's been my thing. That happened in the Marvel game I played too. It did the same thing. They announced that it was being set, that it was being retired, and then gave it like 2 months that you could still buy stuff. I'm like, well, people are going to still buy stuff and then be shocked that it closed because they don't
Yeah.
read, and that's on
Well,
them, sure. But
and
come
I
on,
feel
man,
similar
screw off.
about having real money purchases during betas as well. I'm like,
Oh
no,
no, I fully
no,
agree.
no.
Yeah, but to get into a beta, you had to do the work. That one you should know better. Yeah, I agree. You should turn it off to the company. I mean, literally, be human beings and not just money grubbers. But sunsetting to me is a little bit different, and maybe I'm just nitpicking words. But beta, you have to get into it, so you should know not to spend money because it might not launch. Things might be buggy, whatever. Anyway, one more last topic before we get out of here. Trainers will be performing us. Joe, I read it severe. We'll be performing severe maintenance from November 3rd to November 6th, but
I
server.
mean, 3 days. That's pretty severe.
Yeah. Yeah. You'll still be able to play. You may experience some disruptions. So maybe that's why we bugged out a little bit on the raid because we're right in the middle
That's
of that.
true. We are right in the middle of that.
So, um, some games it is actually severe. They have to take the whole game down for an unspecified amount of time before to do the maintenance. So there's that. All right, what else have we got here, Joe? It's about that time. What somebody about the sun's getting really low, big guy.
Your
What
favorite.
time?
Your favorite. It is time for random trivia. And this week I am going to talk about Dedenne, because since he is going to be making his debut, Dedenne is the antenna Pokemon. His whiskers look like antennas, old radio antennas. He is an electric fairy type Pokemon, and he does not evolve. He's quite a bit smaller than Pikachu, at least as shown in the anime, about 1/3 the size, though he is a mouse-like Pokemon as well. Like we've said, they tend to put out a Pikachu-esque Pokemon every game. Its Pokedex entry says that its whiskers serve as antennas, which makes sense. It is the antenna Pokemon. By sending and receiving electrical waves, it can communicate with others over vast distances. So, again, radio antennas, like I said. So, that's pretty neat, though, being able to talk to other Dedenne over long distances via their cheek radios. So, you okay there,
It's
Charles?
like the din
Dedenne.
I was just laughing that you wouldn't radio your ham radio your little electric rat.
Well, he's like a hamster. He's a hamster radio. Anyway,
Hamster radio.
yes. Uh, I do not know anything about this, but apparently Dedenne might be based off of a version of the Tooth Fairy, the French version, which is apparently known as Le Pete Soares, or I'm sure I butchered that, but basically the little mouse. Interesting. And so apparently the French version, a small mouse exchanges baby teeth for coins. All right. Dedenne is a combination of denki, which means electricity, and uh, antennae, which is French for antenna. Dedenne.
All right.
So, well,
Dedenne,
and the
I
reason
love you. Here's some chocolate.
why they're taking a lot of this from France, from French culture, is because the Kalos region, which is where Dedenne it was introduced, is based off of Paris. So there's a lot about the um, Gen 6 games, the X and Y games, that is based off of French culture.
Okay.
So like the Furfrau
You know, all these
poodles.
generations are off of different areas. So I get it.
Yeah, yeah. So like Kalos was based off of, um, or sorry, Kalos is the one we're talking about. Kalos is based off of Paris. Unova is based off of New York. Kanto is based off of part of Japan. They're all based off of real world locations.
Gotcha. That it? That's everything on the little mouse. Apparently, there's a Dedenne trophy in Super Smash Brothers for 3DS. Bet you didn't know that.
I didn't.
You've been trivia. So
You've been trivia.
find us. Show at PokemonGoPodcast.com is the email. That's definitely hit us up there. You know what? I'll be honest. I didn't even get to check it tonight. I always know when we miss a week that we have a lot of stuff to talk about. SpeakPipe is at PokemonGoPodcast.com. It's really, you go to that website, right? Use your phone, your tablet, your computer, whatever touches the internet. Go to PokemonGoPodcast.com and you'll see the tab there. Touch it, follow the little brief instructions and leave your voicemail. We love it. Oi, leave a voicemail. Reddit is r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Facebook is Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's at Pokemon Go Pod. Where out of all those places, that was the one that makes the show the least, like what we read. Yet during the week, that's where we interact the most. So Twitter is like kind of during the week. Everything else is for the show more. It's not intentional. It's just the way it worked out. And please come and join us live on Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, on twitch.tv/Pokemon Go Podcast. We have Abbott Costello, Commander Root, Syndica, Dooley Productions, Crams 01, No 2, Mr. Tamarine 19, School of Rock Eddie. Hey, sneaking in there. Love you, man. Civilian on Base, and Weird Tigger 27. And I usually have more people on yours list than I do. So, but there's that. Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me on Twitter at Joseph_Ard. What about you, Charles?
You can find me at oneems.com. If you know anybody, if you want to know more about EMS and fire, you know anybody in it, you want to understand the life, you want to know how you can help change the world, man, Joe and I had a great discussion about why some of the prices are what they are in the industry of medicine before this show for patrons. So check that out. But One EMS, I'm doing a lot of work there. I'm getting ramped up. It's really busy right now. So you're not going to get my best work yet. It's mostly interviews right now, which are fun. I think I do a great interview. But if you're like, no, I want to know what you have to think about stuff, that's coming. It is there. But oneems.com. And of course, Charles McFall or Rock Out of Podcasting, all across social media. Tune in next week to hear Joe say,
Clearly, your inner Pokemon is Dedenne because you like to broadcast your thoughts everywhere, and those cheek antennas, perfect. Your inner Pokemon is Dedenne.
wrong. Dun, dun, dun. All right.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
I may or may not have recorded this episode.
Well,
We
can
streamed it. We could pull the
pull it.
pod
Yeah.
over.
Actually, you don't have to pull it. You can go in and tell it just to transfer to YouTube. You don't have to actually download it and do it. This is my chat is paused, but okay, there it is. Okay, Joe, you're gonna put in the link. Anybody
Yeah.
who's been new to us, there's a link coming up right now that you can vote on the titles of the show. That's what you've seen throughout the entire episode. That says exclamation mark S, and then they put in the titles. And I'm gonna freeze it so I can read it. Breakfast at Dedenny's by Dooley, which is probably, I mean, let's be real, it's probably gonna win. Deuterino by you, but I said it. Hugh Knows by Dooley. Just a Shiny Yon Mask. Yeah, I always had an N. Charles is Demotivated. That's a good one. Get that by Dooley. Get in, Loser, or Going Rating by you, Joe. The Wally and the Beaver. It's my favorite so far. All right, I've got to unvote all the others because I want it's not going to matter, but I want the Wally and the Beaver to win because that is such a great old school reference. I grew up watching the reruns of the show it's referencing, and yeah, good stuff. So right now, breakfast at Dedenny's is at 4, and you've been trivia at 2. Um, Dooley, I'm not seeing on the app where it says next Tuesday that the stuff's coming, Paramount Plus on the trivia on the T-Mobile Tuesdays, because they'll tell you, and maybe it didn't tell you everything's coming up. So I'm curious, how did you know that Paramount Plus is coming up? And I'm hoping this is not true because I know he is West Coast and I'm East Coast, and I know sometimes regional things will do that. That one region will get something that the other one won't. I have Paramount Plus. I love it, and I would love it for free. So I'm hoping that I get that as well. And I'll tell
There
you,
you go,
Joe.
Charles. I linked it for you.
Thank you. I was going to say, Joe. Okay, sometimes it's not even the T-Mobile Tuesday. Sometimes 11. No, that is Tuesday. That is Tuesday coming 11/9. Yeah. But like the Apple TV one was just because I was digging through my accounts on my regular app, and which is the same as going to the website. I just happened to accidentally find the Apple TV Plus, which is still available, Joe. You can get Apple TV Plus for 1 year still just by going into the regular T-Mobile app. And you should. Every T-Mobile store that I've gone to says Sprint, you're in the right place. So you absolutely
Well,
should,
I
if
think I'm
nothing else.
I think I'm supposed to be switching out my SIM card to a T-Mobile SIM card anyway. I think
Yeah,
they're. I've got one. That I just haven't bothered to switch it yet. So.
gotcha. Um, yeah, man. I'm telling you, if nothing else, get that free Apple TV stuff because Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso. It's all like Ted
Okay.
Lasso, man. You've got to watch it. And I mean this specifically for you, Joe. You will love it. Clean, wholesome, sad sometimes. It moves you. It's funny, poignant. I'm gonna come to Tennessee. Go show me Ted Lasso, Joe.
Put it on the screen now.
Yeah. Yeah, breakfast at Dedenny's, dead to me's, as runaway at 6-3-2. Dwally and the Beaver got a respectable 2 votes. I appreciate somebody voting.
All right, and then we got a suggestion. I can't remember who said it. Civilian on base said we should raid trainer tips.
All right, let's do it to it.
So let's see. Oh, wrong button. Boop.
Yeah,
Right.
was backing me out. Ted Lasso was super good. And yeah, it's just
Invalid username. What?
you must have typed it wrong.
Or they got offline.
No, well, maybe.
Oh, no, it is typed wrong. I didn't type it wrong. I copy pasted it, but it was typed wrong. Trainer tips with an R instead of an. If they put Tanner tips.
Tanner.
All right. Looks like Trainer Tips is watching Animal Crossing. So all y'all playing Animal Crossing. Y'all have fun, and we will see you next week.
Maybe.